everyone, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live 2019. I am joined by Demetrius, Teresa, Mr. Tsukuda from Marvelous, and we have Raymond interpreting for Mr. Tsukuda. We're going to take a look at DAEMON X MACHINA. Take it away.
I'm so excited already. Hi, everyone. So we're going to be looking at DAEMON X MACHINA. This is another great game, as you said, from Marvelous and Tsukuda-san. And what you're going to see today is we're going to actually go on 2 brand new missions. And we're also going to kind of show some changes that you will see from the prototype missions demo. Before we begin, would Mr. Tsukuda like to have any opening remarks?
まず最初に何かコメントいただけますでしょうか。
はい、DAEMON X MACHINAのプロデューサーの佃です。今日は時間の許す限りいろいろと説明できればと思ってます。
Great. As you mentioned, I'm Tsukuda from Marvelous, and I'm really excited to share all the things that we're going to talk about today.
Right on. Okay, so we'll get right into it. All right, so what you see here today is a character that I personally created. You can see the baldness represented by me. And what we're going to do is I'm going to first go into the mission, the hangar, but what I want to do is kind of show where it all starts. So when you first start this game, you are a mercenary who's kind of taking on these missions to kind of defend the planet. What happened is part of the moon kind of fell from the sky, and it caused all different kinds of commotion, allowing you to kind of become a pilot, I guess you would say. And you pilot what these things are called arsenals. Arsenals are these big robotic suits you can get into. So when we release the prototype mission demo, this is kind of the first arsenal that you may have been able to put together. And what I'd like to do now is kind of go into my hangar here, and I'm going to change my loadout to the ones that I have personally created. So I'm going to go with what I called Soul. You're going to see that there's different stats here. The very first original loadout, you can tell that the stats are pretty low. This is like the starter arsenal. And then this next arsenal, you'll see that I've kind of loaded out and with all different kinds of weapons. You'll see that I have 2 weapons on my left and right pylon. And I have 2 guns in my front hand. They're kind of like assault rifles. And I really wanted to load up with some ammunition, so I have like an extended ammo clip on my back, and then I have a shoulder-mounted rocket launcher. So I'm gonna go ahead and load this up. Data load. Yes. All right, I'm gonna back out. Now, just to kind of show you what that looks like, if I actually were to back out of this, speed, you can see that now my hangar actually reflects the actual arsenal that I have. And even since I named it, it actually even has the name of my arsenal. And I put my name as D, so those are wondering. Now, to get into that, let's kind of talk about the changes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into the hangar here, and I'm going to go to our testing grounds. And while we load up, why don't we have Mrs. Kuda just start talking about the changes that we've had since then.
はい、まずここはいろんな装備とかをテストするエリアなんですけど、これからは、デモ版から何が変わったかとちょっと説明できればと思ってます。
So as you said, this is testing grounds where you can really test out all of the equipment and the parts you can equip, and I'll just go over some of the changes we made from the demo version.
Okay.
皆さんの要望でなんかすごくたくさんいただいたんですけど、ジャイロへの対応はしました。ただ、使いたい人使いたくない人いるので、オプションで全部切り替えができるようになってます。
And so, first of all, we got a lot of feedback that people wanted some motion controls, so we've added that. But I understand that some people may not want to use motion controls as well, so we added it as a customizable option within the menu.
はい、今開いてやってくれてますね。
And like you saw just in the menu right there.
あと敵がちょっと見づらいとかっていうのもあったので、敵の方にマーカーをつけることで見やすくしました。
And we also got feedback that the enemy units are a little bit hard to identify, so we added some markers so it's easily identifiable.
あとちょっと攻撃をちょっと食らってみないとなんですけど、攻撃が来てる方向も表示するようにしたので、ゲームは随分分かりやすくなったのかなって思います。
And also, when you're receiving damage, we added indicators to indicate which direction the attack is coming from.
あと小さいところもたくさんとにかくユーザーの皆さんからいただいたものは直そうと決めていたので、ちょっと時間をかけて直してきた感じです。
And there's also some smaller changes that we made based on the feedback, and we've tried to adjust almost all of them.
特に地上と空中を自由に遊べるゲームなので、なんかいろいろと見るところとか、多いゲームなんですけど、いろいろ見やすくしました。
And because this is a game where you can really traverse on ground and in the air, we just made it the experience a lot more easily viewable and easily enjoyable.
他のところはちょっとまた後で説明できればと思います。
And for some of the other changes, I will point them out as we play
Okay.
it along the game.
I'm noticing a yellow line on the mini map on the top right. Could Mr. Tsukuda sort of elaborate on the out of bounds area that we can see
はい。
or encounter?
デモ版だとはあそこのエリアは最初プロレスみたいな感じでこうバウンドしての遊びとかを入れる予定だったんですけど、思ったよりちょっと難しそうだったので、そこを超えてもタイム制限があって自由に行ける形にしました。
So in the demo version, we had it so the yellow boundary acted sort of like the ropes in a wrestling ring, and we would be able to bounce back and forth. But it actually turned out to be a lot harder to deal with. So we made it so that you can go across the yellow boundary and the countdown just starts, but you can move around freely within that area.
ただあんまりもっと行くと赤い場所があって逃げるなっていうことで設定的にはそれ以上行くとダメですよっていうところでそこに行くと動けなくなります。
And then once you go past that yellow area, there's a red area, and that's basically kind of out of bounds. So it's there to really warn the player that you can't go out in that area.
今出てますね。2人右に出てるとキャラクターが出てると思うんですけど、あれは仲間のキャラクターで、一緒に行ってると仲良くなったりして協力プレイとかで一緒に行く NPC として使えるようになります。
And so you see the characters displayed on the right of the screen there. These are characters that you can go on missions with, and as you complete missions together, you get to know them and develop affinity towards them.
ただ敵でも出てくるのでちょっと複雑ですけど。
But they actually sometimes come appear as enemies, so it's kind of a complicated relationship.
They're kind of rivals in a way, it feels like. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start this first mission. And in this first mission, you're going to see me pretty much take down a lot of enemies. And there's going to be some opposing arsenals up here, just like Tsukuda-san was saying. So you'll see me do that. And on top of that, you'll see me actually, what we'd say, loot them so that you get new stuff. Now, what I'm going to do first, and I apologize, I'm actually going to turn the gyro off because I can't play too well with it. I'm still getting adjusted to that. Let's go. Gameplay. It's too sensitive. All right, there. Okay. Now, for those who've never played this game at all before and haven't had the chance, so I'm piloting the arsenal in the middle. On the top of the screen, you're going to see I have a time limit. Right below is VP, or what is also known as health. I have stamina, which allows me to use my boost. And then femto energy will cover in the next mission. Just know it's used for some really cool tricks. Now, what you're seeing is I have 6 remaining targets, so any of the orange targets here are going to be my enemies. Which one was just taken out, so I'm going to go down here.
ここはとにかく敵がたくさんどんどん出てくるところなので、もうどんどんやっつけてもらえればと思います。
So this mission actually has a lot of enemies, so I think your goal is just to kind of take care of them one by one.
今戦闘機が来たと思うんですけど、あれもこう掴んで敵に投げ飛ばせるので、上手い人はできるんですけど、なかなか難しくて。
So as you just saw, there's some fighter jets coming in. You can actually grab those and throw them at your enemies, but it takes a little bit of getting used to. And but if you're good, I think you might be able to do it.
I think I just got called out. Where's one of those fighter pilots? I'm going to take out these guys first because they jam my radar. Ah, there he is. Come here. Ah! More reinforcements! See if I can catch him.
So while D is
so close.
While D is working on taking out the opposition, Tsukuda-san, can you tell us a little bit more about the goals in creating this game and what your vision was for DAEMON X MACHINA?
このゲームを開発するにあたっての目標といったり、ビジョンというのは何だったんでしょうか。
このゲームでいうとやっぱりこのアーセナルっていうのを着てこうなんていうんですかね。アイアンマンとかウォーマシーンじゃないんですけど、やっぱ自分がヒーローになった気持ちでどんどん戦えるっていうのがまず楽しいと思ってます。
So first thing, it's not like I'm not saying it's like Iron Man or War Machine, but to be able to don this mechanical armor, the arsenal, and be able to fight, it's sort of like being a superhero.
で、あとはやっぱり地上と空中を本当に自由に行くゲームって少ないので、こう気持ちよくこう自分の空間を楽しむ空間でバトルするゲームとして楽しんでくれるといいなと思って作ってます。
And also, I feel like there aren't that many games where you can traverse freely on ground and in the air. So I wanted to create a game where you can really enjoy the freedom of traversing anywhere you want.
だいぶ
They're blowing up.
はい
Okay, I'm almost there. I got 6 more targets left. Just gotta keep looking around. Oh, there's an enemy arsenal. All right, let's get into a good old dogfight. Oh, I'm too good. But let's see what you got. Access. Oh, okay. New item. Looks like that was going to be a new missile launcher of some type.
今すぐ拾いましたけどちゃんと後で拾える時間もあるので好きな時間に拾ってくれればいいと思います
So I know Demetrius just went ahead and collected the parts from the fallen unit, but there's actually time after the mission to collect that, so you can do that at any time.
でも欲しくなるんですよねやっぱり
But I know that when it's there, you just need to grab it, right?
I can't help myself, so I apologize, but I have to.
Bit hungry.
Mission accomplishment recognized.
All right, so let me go ahead and get these 2 guys down here then. There's one. I'll take the guilty throne. Oh, there's another
Enemy
one.
reinforcements detected. Caution is
Here?
advised.
Yes. Whoops. Did I do? Oh, is there more? Oh, there's one more.
これはですね他の傭兵がこの作戦の中に乱入してくることがあるのでその時は逆に倒すといい装備を持ってるので、倒してもらえればと思います
So what you see here is during some missions, other mercenaries come crashing your party, and because of that, sometimes they have really great equipment. So it's a good idea to defeat them and take their equipment.
特に今は仲間もいるので倒しやすくなっているのでもうチャンスだと思います
And especially now that this mission, you have fellow allies that are battling with you. So I think it's a great opportunity to take him down.
Oh, I was gonna use those.
あれはさっきの爆発で敵にダメージもいくのでうまく使えばすごく強いものとして使えます
Yeah, and as Dee mentioned that if you are time it well enough, you can use those explosions from objects in the environment to cause some big damage against your opponent.
僕は結構ある程度やったら仲間に任せてたりすることも
So I personally, sometimes when I'm playing, I just kind of do a little bit of battle and then just let my allies do the rest of the job.
Impudent.
Okay.
Got him. I'll just heal up a little bit just to help. Gotta take good care of myself. I really don't need to do this, but I just want to make sure I'm going to get my health back a little bit.
You're returning to base.
I know. I just want to take good care. It's like having a car, right?
A little self-care.
A little self-care. Okay. So, mission complete. You'll see that we have a mission complete screen. You'll see that my total income, I got 27,000 credit. I have a little bit of expenses there, so I made a total of 17,000, which I can use to purchase new parts in the shop. And you saw that I also got a bonus objective, so I earned a little bit more. And this is a list of all the loot. So I looted a lot of good stuff. I also got some additional tags. And I also got, the tag that I can use to kind of like name myself. And I got a little piece of paint so I can use that as well. So there's a lot of customization in this game. One thing I actually didn't get a chance to touch on was the customization of your arsenal. So I'll do that next real quick. We got a little bit of time. So I just want to make sure everyone understands. This game has an incredible amount of customization. So what I'm going to do is go back into the hangar. And if I go to the paint options here, you'll see that you can actually have different patterns. There's a lot to unlock. And then you can actually color your arsenal in many different ways. You can do it by full body, or you can actually do it by different parts. I personally love doing stuff like this. It takes me a while to do it. I did this a little bit right now for you guys, but I could spend hours on crafting like all kinds of fun stuff. And then you can actually get decals too that you can put on different body parts as well. So lots of cool ways to bring your personality to life into this game. All right, so let's go ahead and go back into what is the final mission. And this one's a toughie. What I'm going to do actually is go to hangar. So I actually think I'm going to change my loadout to Soul Mark II. Forgot to do that. It's going to be this one.
So you're talking about customization, but on top of customizing your arsenal, you're also able to customize your actual character. So
yes.
You've actually done some bionic enhancements to your your character.
Yes, it's something that we're going to show a little bit later. One thing I want to do real quick is change something. I actually goofed and I saved the wrong part, so that's on me. But that's no problem. I can just go into weapons here, and I'm going to change one of my... I'm going to change the right pylon, and I'm going to go to... where is it? Oh, gosh. I'm looking for a particular... there it is. There. I'm just going to switch that. I really needed this, or it would have been really hard. I think Mr. Tsukuda would have been like, I told you, you should use that
because
weapon.
he knows what's coming up.
All right, so I'm going to use that flamethrower to take down this boss because it's a really tough boss, and I really needed that. So, all right, I'm going to go into offer missions. So one thing real quick, free missions are missions you can play over and over again. Offer missions are where the story comes into play. And so what we're going to do now is take down what's called a Colossal Immortal, a boss. And this guy is no joke, so definitely need everyone to help me out as I just concentrate and not get blown up. But it's super fun. It's super fun. All right, so we'll go ahead and just pass this part. We'll see it's an unknown enemy, so I'm just going to dive right into this.
Right, and to just to put what immortals are in context,
Yes.
this is a hostile AI that's sort of corrupting arsenals.
That has
and
been
humans.
corrupted.
So this is the force that has been corrupted. So this is the force that your main character is trying to battle against.
Yes, one of the things, and I'm sure Mr. Tsukuda can elaborate on that too if you'd like to kind of dive a little bit more on what a Colossal Immortal
Approach
is.
complete.
巨大イモードに関してちょっとご説明いただきます。
はい、この敵は地面に潜ったり地面に突進してくるんですけど、なんていうんですか、岩石とか砕く機械がAI として敵になっています。
So this particular colossal immortal is buries in the ground, and it's basically was a machine that destroys rocks and breaks down rocks, and so it's going to be a challenge for you.
でもともとはなんていうんですかね、モグラとかがいるんですけど、モグラって見たことある人はあると思うんですけど、地面の上でもめちゃくちゃ速くて、もうそういう感じでこいつ地面に上に出てきた方が怖いみたいな。
So I don't know if you've ever encountered a real life mole. If you haven't, they're actually surprisingly very fast on the ground. So actually, when this immortal comes out, he actually travels faster. He seems like he travels faster on the ground, above ground, than he does underground.
あと今フェムトアーマーって言われてるものを使ってくれてるんですけど、今羽になったりとかしてたと思うんですけど、この肩のところのやつが変形して、アサルトモードっていうのとウィングとシールドモードって3つを使うことで自分の好きなスタイルで戦えます。
And so what you're seeing here is actually Demetrius is using femto armor, and femto you can use it to get advantages in battle. So you can do it assault mode, shield mode, or wing mode, and it gives you different advantages like increasing attack, increasing mobility, or increasing defense.
さっきミラージュっていう分身モード使ってたんですけど、あれをやると自分と同じものがもう1体できるので2倍の攻撃力を持って戦うことができます。
And what you saw earlier was you can use this skill called Mirage, and you actually create kind of a duplicate of your unit so that you can do twice as much damage.
Ooh, that almost landed on me.
あと気をつけないと今ジョニー G っていうキャラクターいるんですけど、あのキャラクターはこの戦いにおいてはちょっとVP が減ると逃げちゃうので。
So one other thing that you should be aware of was one of your allies, Johnny G. He's going to help you out, but when his VP gets a little low, he's going to duck out. So you better be careful.
Very true. So I'm trying to bring as much firepower as possible to this battle.
さっきのミラージュ含めてアサルトモードですね。アサルトモードの時は逆に防御力が下がるのでよく考えて使うっていうのが必要になってきます。
And like I mentioned earlier, you can go into assault mode, which will increase your attack, but at the same time, it will decrease your attack. So you're going to have to put a little bit of strategy in deciding when and where to use that skill.
ウィングモードだと速度が速くなって、シールドモードっていうのが全体のバリアが張れるような状態です。
And so wing mode basically gives you more mobility, and shield mode gives you a barrier and increases your defense.
There's got to be something we can do.
Right, so it sounds like you kind of have to adapt to the current situation when you use femto to bolster any three of those attributes. And the femtometer is shown on the top right over there. It looks like Demetrius is right now maxed out at 400, but as he as he enters assault mode, ring mode, and all those other different modes that consumes femto.
Yes, it pretty much all these different types consume a lot of femto, so you'll see me balance it out. And in this particular mission, you'll see I get it back pretty fast, and it's just based on this mission alone. Oh, gotcha.
今こうデミトリウスは火炎放射器ですごく温めてると思うんですけど、あいつ熱くなるとそのスタミナ不足になって潜らなくなるので攻撃しやすくなります。
So as you've been seeing, Demetrius has been using his flamethrower to kind of warm the enemy up, and once he overheats, he loses stamina and stops burrowing into the ground.
なんで協力プレイの時なんかこうみんなでこう役割を決めてやるとすごく戦いやすい。
And so when you're playing the game in co-op, it's really helpful to designate some people for certain roles, like using the flamethrower. It makes the battle a lot more easier to handle.
Okay, where is he?
でも上手ですよね。この敵結構慎重に戦わないとこう戦っててこうだんだんこう怒って強くなったりするので、自分のスタイルと敵のスタイルを見ながら装備なんかを変えていく必要があります。
So Demetrius is actually doing a really good job. This boss, actually, as you're progressing through the battle, he gets stronger and stronger. So really, it's about realizing what your fighting style is and what the fighting style of the boss is, and then based on that, strategically changing your loadout.
There we go. Hitting these weak points does a lot of damage, so I'm trying to get... Okay, now he's getting really tough. This is where he starts firing lasers at me, and I gotta make sure not to get hit by that. So I have not much health left. Actually, oh, my enemy, or not my enemy, my teammate. Oh, I'm bad. I'm short of femto. You can help yourself right now. I almost got him. Oof. Woof. No, don't face me in that direction. No.
今時間もあるのでこう回復せずに戦ってくれてると思うんですけど、普通に回復とかも置いてありますので、こう慎重にやれば倒せる敵だと思います。
So because we have limited time, I know Demetrius isn't going for the health and just trying to beat him, but when you're playing normally, you can go out and recover your health. And I think you can beat it. Very nice job.
Great. Yeah, I could have recovered my health and got into the field like Mr. Tsukuda was saying, but I was making sure I get it on time, and woo! It's like a fade shot at the buzzer.
The core of the corrupted AI.
Stay down!
But now you get to reap the rewards for eliminating him.
Oh, poor Sif.
Yeah, probably reboot him. Get him back on his feet.
おまけ。
Did Johnny already took out?
Johnny's gone. I don't see Johnny. Oh no, wait, Johnny's over here somewhere. Yeah, thanks a lot, Johnny G. Hiding behind a rock. Okay, so that's pretty much what we have today. We do have one more thing. We do have some, I believe, concept artwork to show. I believe we could switch to that. There we go, and Mr. Tsukuda can talk about that.
小崎さんにこう書いていただいたこうキービジュアルなんですけど、この世界のこう重要なこうキャラクターたちをこう描いていただいています。
So this is artwork provided by Mr. Kozaki. It's kind of encapsulates the main characters of the world that this game takes place in.
バトルの中でやっぱりこういろんなキャラクターたちがいろんな過去とか思いとか人生を背負っていて、その人たちがこう絡み合って、主人公と一緒に、世界の謎を解いていくようなお話になっています。
And story-wise, it's really about in battle, all these people have different experiences, different backgrounds, different thoughts and determination towards life. And all of these characters' lives intertwine along with the main character. And together they start to unravel the mysteries of the world. And that's the kind of game this is.
すごいこうかっこいい絵を描いていただいたので、僕らとかスタッフみんな喜んでまして。
And so myself included, the staff of the development team was really, really excited to have Mr. Kozaki provide such wonderful artwork for us.
Right on. And the one thing, too, we want to iterate is we also revealed the release date as of this morning, if I believe correctly. Would Mr. Tsukuda like to elaborate on that, too?
今朝発売日も公開されたので、それに関しても。
そうですね。ここまで ちょっと、体験版からお時間いただいたんですけど、皆さんの要望を直してまして、で、それも含めて、発売日がようやく発表できたかなと思います。皆さんこれまで応援ありがとうございます。
So I know it's been a little bit of time between the demo version but we've been hard at work trying to address all the issues, and really we've put a lot of work into it. So I really hope that you'll look forward to and enjoy this game.
Okay. And that's all we have. Roxy, take us out.
Yeah, so thank you everyone for tuning in. We took a look at some of the improvements since the prototype demo, some gameplay, some bosses. Release date, September 13th, 2019.
Yes.
Thank you for watching. Tomorrow we'll be back with more Nintendo Treehouse Live. We'll be starting off with Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Stay tuned. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.